Hello everyone, welcome back to the Christian Prodigy Master. Today we are talking about the future of the USA, North America, all that spiel. You should know something about it regarding Trump's next presidency when he's in office. So let's get right to it. Due to Trump's comments about taking Greenland, Greenland is now calling for independence from Denmark. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has resigned as not just the Prime Minister of Canada, but as the Liberal leader. He has also stated that the Parliament will be prolonged until March 24th. In return to Trump's comment to make Canada the 51st state of the U.S., a few major people in Canada have offered counteroffers to buy Alaska and Minnesota, and another to take some of our states on the west coast in the north. And then there is a post from X that I would like to also mention. Just in, U.S. President-elect Trump calls for Canada to join the United States as the 51st state following Prime Minister Trudeau's resignation. Many people in Canada love being the 51st state. The United States can no longer suffer the massive trade deficits and subsides that Canada needs to stay afloat. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the U.S., there would be no tariffs, taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure from the threat of the Russian and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, what a great nation it would be. On top of that, Trump is planning to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Trump has announced he will place massive tariffs on Denmark if they don't immediately relinquish all control of Greenland. Denmark is considering giving Greenland their independence. 57% of the Greenland population want to join America, but I've heard that whatever kind of government deal they have in Greenland, a majority or most of it or all of it just does not like the idea of becoming a part of America. So they are totally against it, at least the government of Greenland is. I've heard nothing official on this yet. I've only heard talk from mouth to mouth. I've never seen anything official on this, so I don't know if it's true. But I've heard that Mexico is up for talks to become a part of America. Now, again, I do not know if that's true. I've never seen anything official on it yet. But what I do know is that the Mexico president on Wednesday suggested North America, including the United States, could be renamed Mexican America, a historic name used on an early map of the region, in response to U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's pledge to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Mexican America, that sounds nice, the president of Mexico joked, pointing at a map from 1607 showing an early portrayal of North America. Now, if Donald Trump is successful with gaining Greenland, the Panama Canal, because he claims the Chinese are running that, and even getting Canada and maybe eventually Mexico as one nation of the United States, that would be insane. That would be massive. Like, truly, it really would. Not just the meme, but in the historical aspect of it, that would absolutely be massive for him to do. It really would. Because our economy, it's just a huge win for the United States to have Greenland, Canada, the Panama Canal, maybe eventually Mexico. It would just be something. It would really be something to witness, And we would be the generation that sees something that massive take place. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on whether you agree with Greenland, Canada, Panama Canal, possibly Mexico joining the United States. Personally, I would not go for Mexico until their drug cartels are dealt with and eradicated, but that's just me. Because we do not need those people wandering the entire North American continent taking control of the government. You know, they control the government of Mexico. We don't need that. We don't need that. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know the pros and the cons of what you think. On top of that, here are some clips showing Trump's plans and which he plans to do, including when it comes to the Middle East and the hostage situation.
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time.
Can you assure the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No, I can't assure you. You're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this. We need them for economic security. The Panama Canal was built for our military. I'm not going to commit to that now. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. You have approximately 45,000 people there. People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world.
51st state of the United States. The leader of the Conservative Party in Canada said, under no circumstances will it ever be the 51st state.
Maybe he won't win, but maybe he will. I don't care.
You had suggested.
Listen, I don't care what he says.
But Sir Lopez, you said you were considering military force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Canada?
No, economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. But here's the problem with Canada. So many friends up there. I love the Canadian people. They're great. But we're spending. Mexico's really in trouble, a lot of trouble. Very dangerous place. And we're going to be announcing at a future date pretty soon. We're going to change because we do most of the work there and it's ours. We're going to be changing sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of $50 to $60 trillion worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name.
All hell must be paid if they don't release the hostages.
You know what that means, don't you? Well, do I have to define it for you? Look, all hell will break out. If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East.
Can you elaborate?
And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. And they should have given them back a long time. They should have never taken them. But I tell this, I don't want to hurt the negotiation. If the deal isn't done before I take office, which is now going to be 2 weeks, all hell will break out in the Middle East. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. President.
You've done a great job.
Anyways, like I said, let me know your thoughts, good or bad. You like it or don't, let me know.